Bianca? No, è easy.
Sì.
Thank you. これだ。
But I do understand it though, because there was this one thing, like two girls on a motorbike, not motorbike, one of those scooters. I think they drove off as well, or like ran off or something. Flashed their lights at you to like say hi or like say thank you, like. Nice.